All
Hey,
right, what's up? What's going up on, everybody? How you doing?
we're good. I'm assuming Trevor Long is good.
Trevor Long, you gonna come on and show us on camera today? We got Ryan back again. Ryan, how was welding today?
Oh, it was great, Kevin, but I'm happier that I'm here.
All right, cool. That's nice,
Yeah.
man. I can understand that.
How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. I got my first COVID shot, so
Good for you, man.
There you go, bro.
I'm
Nice.
waving towards the end. I'm heading towards the finish line where I'm not going to be as scared to hang out with people anymore. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Trevor, how are you?
Yes, nice. Sorry?
Did you want to do some time tonight?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You weren't talking to me.
No worries. Some people come just to watch, and there's some people who come and they'll watch, and then like after they see that like we're not like cussing at them and stuff, they go, "Oh, I'll do some time," which is good. I want people to feel comfortable. That's the goal here. We got.
My name's actually Todd.
I'm gonna wait just a couple more minutes to see who else shows up, and then I'll tell you what the time is. The less people that show up, the higher the time goes up.
Oh, you remember Emil?
Yes.
Does he still get? Is he still on the channel? Can he get into? Does he get these Slack messages?
I don't think he's in Slack anymore.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. Cool. Walter, how you doing, man? You're always on the go. Dude.
Yes, I'm always doing something, just moving cars around. But yeah, I'd like to perform. I'll be sitting here about 5 minutes.
All
Yeah,
right.
Walter was driving around in his car the other day.
He always does that. That's what he does. Trevor, where are you from?
My name's actually Todd. I guess I'm signed in under my son's Zoom.
All right.
That's sad.
But I'm in the SF Bay area.
All right. Beautiful.
Nice.
Nolan's in Woodland Hills. Walter's in San Diego. Brian's in Fresno, and I'm in Long Beach. Looks like we're covering California pretty well right now.
We got the West Coast covered. No doubt.
There, you can't cover
There we go.
California well. There is just so much California to cover.
There is a lot.
There's so much of it that doesn't really matter.
I'm doing my best. I am doing my best to cover all of California.
All right. We're just stalling for a couple minutes, see if anybody else shows up. Usually start the show about 5 after.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been working on
classes.
some.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
There's class tonight, right, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Gonna be a good class tonight. There's class
Yeah, well,
tomorrow.
speaking of that class, I tried to join in yesterday to the
right.
webinar,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't let me. I couldn't get into it.
All right, we have another one tomorrow, but let me take down my email because whenever we're doing them, I'm live. So you could like shoot me an email. I can't get in, or you can
Okay.
actually should shoot it to our tech department, which is info@gregdeanstandupcomedyclasses.com. It's long. Info's little. gregdeanstandupcomedyclasses.com. That's it. Info. The guy,
Okay.
our tech is there. He'll be glad to take care of it, and he's really good on the back end, making sure people are getting in.
Okay.
You can usually go
Thank
to
you.
our Facebook page as well.
Oh, okay. So there's multiple options.
Yeah. There's a few options. Everybody's still getting used to link delivery. Some people want it, when they're first sign up. Some people want it, right before. So it's everybody's kind of still feeling out what's going to be the best way to deliver a digital code to people. So that's really what we're doing. All right, guys, I think this is going to be our show for tonight. It's a small, but it's going to be a mighty show. Oh, whoops, Richard's here. Oh, Richard's going to want to go last, and he showed up last, so that puts us just in perfect spot. How you doing, Richard? How you feeling, man? Richard's actually done this show from his hospital bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've been watching this for a couple of weeks, Kevin. You guys are doing a great job. It's really impressive.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. we try to make it a supportive atmosphere because if you're gonna do comedy, it's already just so painful and you lose your dignity so much of the time, and it's just this uphill climb. You want your friends to see you, but you want your friends to see you when you're doing well, and you tank sometimes, and sometimes you kick ass and you're going, this is the greatest thing. It's just we're all on this same path. It's like we're all going down a river, all of us. Some are a little farther down, some are a little bit upstream, but we're all on that same river. Every one of us, doesn't matter if you're Chris Rock or you're somebody who just come into an open mic for your very first time. And on that, let's say the rules. Today we're gonna do, we've got Birkin. Birkin's in Turkey, man. We got all the usuals. Birkin from Turkey. And I got school calling. All right. All right, we're gonna do 5 minutes each today, 5 minutes each. Remember, you don't have to do the entire 5. You can wrap up. You can do a tight 3. You can do a tight 3 and drag it out a little bit. That's fine too. But you don't have to turn into a TED Talk where you're just rambling. Unless you want to, it's your time. So you're absolutely welcome to ramble if you'd like. After 4 minutes, I'm gonna hold up this sign. It says 1 minute left. Please try to keep your eye on the screen. After a minute goes by, I'll hold up, that's your time. At that point, you need to wrap up your show. You don't have to panic. You don't have to scream, that's my time. You can finish your thought. You can finish your joke. You can say good night in a proper way. You don't have to panic. All right. This is an open mic. So if something resembles a joke, please let air out in an appropriate manner. And Trevor's going to be letting air out in a couple minutes after that big gulp of soda. Yes, that's not Trevor. It's Todd, though. You're going to throw me off all night. Oh, man. You guys can all mess with me if you just change your names. Richard, how you
My own
feeling?
Zoom account, apparently.
Good, man. I want to try like last week before I got kicked off.
Oh, you got kicked off? I don't know what happened. All right, but you're gonna go up second to the last. It looks like, unless Angelo doesn't want to go up tonight. All right, let's get this thing going. Remember, make yourselves at home because you are at home or in prison somewhere. Oh, we lost him. Oh, well, he'll be back. Let's go ahead and start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, rebels and empire. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I'm just glad you're here today to spend some time with us with some human contact because we all need it. Time to turn off the porn and time to laugh. Unless you're laughing at porn, then that's cool. Laugh at the porn and then come back when you're done. It can't take you that much longer. It really can't. It can't.
5 minutes is like, that's my max.
Not a problem. So, hey, everybody, Kevin Comstock here. I'm the host of the Greg Bean Stand-Up Comedy Open Mic. We're glad to have you here. We have a crazy show for you today. This is the only show where you usually hear about dicks in the first 4 sentences. And I think I just met that quota right there. So that works good. All right, we're going to get this thing started. Our first performer. I didn't even tell you guys the lineup. So, so yeah, you guys don't even know. But I'll read your intros. And of course, when I read your intro, you'll know who I'm talking about. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, our first performer discovered the meaning of life, but forgot to write it down. Put your hands together for Todd Trevor Long.
Oh, what a great one. Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. And you were talking about mentioning dicks. How about Ryan's dick? No. Okay.
That's always the topic of conversation.
I had somebody just ask me last night, what's wrong with my pussy? Because I pulled my adductor muscle on my left leg, which is allowing your leg to go left and right. And I said, oh, my pussy's wet. And he made a wisecrack at me and said, oh, okay, that's real funny. He said, yeah, it's a bit wet because my dick's always in the way. And he said back to me, he said, your dick never in your entire life got in the way of anything. The only thing I could come back to him was, well, it knocks your teeth out every time I give me head. So I tried to get it back, but he was pretty quick on his comments. So I'm married, been married for almost on 20 years now. And I got 2 kiddos, both teenagers. And if you have teenagers, you know how that goes. I get about maybe a total of 2 active full minutes of, interrelationship time. Otherwise, I just see a door closed every time I walk down the hallway, and I'm just thinking in their rooms are just giving me middle fingers. Keep walking, Jack. But the other day we're having after dinner, we're just sitting down in the living room. My wife went to the fridge. She went to get some dessert. She looks back out in the living room with a stern look and says, "Okay, wait, my desserts." And the kids and I, we just freeze looking at each other, because we know one of us has got to be guilty. One of us has to be the guilty party here. My daughter, she beat me to it. She took the cleanest route. I did it. I took one. Sorry, Mom. And my wife, real easy, just says, "All right, those are mine. All right, stop going after my dessert. Those are mine. Don't eat anymore." And she was out. My daughter was out, clean as a whistle, no other punishment, no other backlash, just quit. And I was like, damn it, I wanted to take that path. That was so easy. I should have taken that path. I wish I would have beaten her to it. And as everybody is right now, especially in California, your roommates with everybody. You're just stuck in the house, stuck in these different rooms with everybody. You have to know how much volume is there, how many desserts are in that package, how many desserts is my wife going to eat, how many do I potentially have, how many can I eat without being caught, or being caught and taking my daughter's path, which was just I got one and getting out as clean as possible. And people try to sidestep some of these things, especially when you're young and you're in college. You get roommates and you put in the fridge, Pete's sandwich, don't eat, right? And anytime you go in that fridge and you see that sandwich from Pete, you're like, fuck you, Pete. Like, I'm just gonna go in the fridge and I'm gonna eat food that's not mine or that I didn't put in there. I wouldn't do that. 2 hours later, when you're hungry and you go in the fridge and you see Pete's sandwich, you're like, fuck, I'm eating this goddamn sandwich. There's no way I'm dodging it. So my daughter claimed that she took the dessert. And because there were 6, and she took one, my wife gives the stern look, no problem, right? And it's so nice to get out so clean like that. There's not a better time, especially in childhood, where you can get out so clean, other than maybe blaming it on your sibling, right? And your parents buy that. You're out so clean conscience, don't have to worry about it. There's very little satisfaction in those moments as an adult that you can get out so clean. So my son and I are, of course, stuck in walking this tightrope of danger, trying to figure out, okay, did he eat some? Did I eat some? Who's gonna fall on the knife and take this next battle hit? So I had a little bit of wiggle room. I had purchased a tub of ice cream, so there was the advantage of knowing from my wife that she's seen us. We had eaten some ice cream. So my son jumps on that train. He says, "Hey, I just had ice cream. I didn't eat any of yours. It was all clean. I didn't do any of that." So I jumped on that same train. And that's my time.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, Todd Trevor Long. I live with 2 teenagers too, so I totally get it. Except for I have the house, and this is not a joke. This is a true story. I have the house in the neighborhood that has no food, and when kids come to visit, they bring their own sacks of snacks.
Oh man,
I'm not kidding. So when you say there's no dessert, when we have a dessert, man, it goes fast in this place. I was wondering, are you in your kids' room? Is that your son's room? Is that Trevor's room?
no, this is my wife's office.
Oh, okay. So that's where your wife plays with herself. That's wonderful.
That's right.
No, sorry. I couldn't help it. And sorry, I'm having too much fun right now, so I think it's time to bring up the next performer. Ladies and gentlemen, the next performer is a pan flute virtuoso, an Olympic curler, and has spoken to the ghost of Kurt Cobain. Put your hands together for a real man's man, Nolan Hale.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Whoa, that's quite an introduction. I don't know if I can live up to that. So, my on again, ex again relationship is ex again. I mean, I would never call this woman a princess because of the restraining order. But she's constantly breaking up with me. And okay, don't tell me why you're breaking up with me. You're unhappy with me. What good are notes going to do? I'm going to change for the next person I meet. But then she comes back, she gets back together with me. What reason does she give to that? If it was worth breaking up with me, then it's worth staying broken up with me. So, I mean, basically, all relationships are like being hit by a car. She is like hitting you with a car and then throwing it in reverse and coming back and hitting me again. So, I mean, she breaks up with me right in the middle of the pandemic, of all things, right? Well, she actually broke up with me before the pandemic. And then she realized that that I was better than nothing during the pandemic. But then she voted on me being worse than nothing. And she threw me out in the middle of the pandemic. So, I mean, but this time it's different. This time, I think there's a little bit of manipulation in breaking up. I think, especially since it doesn't stick. So this time I just made sure I said, I'm closing this door. I'm not talking to you. I'm not emailing you. I'm not seeing you. She's definitely coming back. Thank you. Thank you, Todd Trevor. You. So, she's a very reasonable person, but our love defies reason. Yeah, I already said she wasn't a queen, didn't I? Okay, so let me tell you about the Falwells. I haven't talked to you about the Falwells all within the last 2 minutes. So Becky and Jerry Falwell have this swinging relationship, and I guess he has a cuckold fantasy, which I totally get. I totally get it. Delegate, right? Everyone stick to their strengths. I know for myself, my strength is watching and beating off. But so Jerry Falwell Jr.'s his politics has changed considerably since becoming a swinger. He used to believe in building a wall to keep out the Mexicans. Oh, but then I discovered that's where you find all the sexy Latino cabana boys. Bring me a cabana boy, and I'll make him a cabana man. So I mean, I lived in the South for many years. I've lived down in the South. I'm now in LA, but I lived down in the South for many years. And I met this Southern preacher down there, and he was telling me, here in the South, we love Jesus, but he best not show up around these parts because we'll deport his brown ass. Thanks. And but then his politics is so far right, which is so like Jesus. He hates Nancy Pelosi. And Nancy Pelosi is she's just like the devil. What, in that she broke through the glass ceiling in hell? I bet she only gets paid 70 cents on the dollar what a male Satan would get. And that's my time. Well, you hate it when I say that, though. We got to find you another sign.
Having fun, that's all that matters. That was great. Thank you for sharing, Nolan. I do agree that sometimes when we listen to you, we need to wash our ears out.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I'm going to start watching TED Talks, because if everything I say is like a tech talk, I might as well just like mimic,
And on that, we have now reached the interactive portion of tonight's evening. I am going to share a picture with you. I want you to come up with
Caption.
the caption or the hashtag, whichever you prefer. Here it is.
Oh, I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to process what I'm seeing.
That's cruel. Those doggies can't be comfortable doing that.
They look
With
very
the-
relaxed.
Weird corners.
Yeah, it's the CBD treats that they get.
This is mine is hashtag one night on mushrooms.
Remind me what party this is tonight.
The dog on the left, man, he's going, okay, I know this ain't right. I can.
Yeah, I know. He says.
The other dog's like, I'm fine wearing these panties.
Or he's saying, all right, who let the asshole in with the camera?
And this concludes the interactive portion of tonight's program. Tonight's program was sponsored by the letter Q and the number 4. Here we go. Our next performer says he doesn't read Fortune magazine, but he does enjoy Fortune cookies. Put your hands together for Mr. Ryan from Fresno.
Hell yeah, that's one hell of an intro. I love that, Kevin. Hell yeah. Ryan from Fresno. Energy. I love it. I'm not going to bring any of it, but I'm a welder. And in case you don't know what that is, that's a fancy word for somebody who gets paid minimum wage to go blind in their early 30s. I'm a big fan of old music, and my friends trip out on it sometimes. They're like, surprised that you even know who that is. Because I have kids your age, and I mate them to that song. I hate going to Mexican restaurants, not because I hate Mexican food, but it shows just how white that I really am when the only thing on the menu that I can pronounce is the number next to what I want to eat. I'm a pretty big guy, and in case you couldn't tell, I actually don't know how much I weigh though. Last time I checked, I was 6 pounds 9 ounces. I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier though, but it sucks because I still have some of my fat tendencies. Like the other day, I ordered a salad and told them to supersize it.
That's right.
My friends are trying to help me out in this endeavor to lose weight. They'll go and at lunch, if they get something to eat, they'll ask if I want something and then tell me to go fuck myself. My homie the other day, he was asking if I knew any quick ways to make money. Like, I don't know, dude. Fucking sell yourself. What do you want from me? And he's like, I can't do that. That's not legal. Especially not at what I charge. I don't, well, I do, but I hate the time in between when I wake up and when I get home from work. Not because I hate work.
Right.
I just hate being sober.
Right.
One of my favorite things about being, one of my favorite places to be as an alcoholic is the bar. And rookie mistake. Sorry, guys. but every time that I go, I'm always getting head. And I'm not one to complain about getting head, but it's all foam and no beer. I often travel for work, and I stayed at this Holiday Inn Express, and that place is great. If you have really low standards, like you know how most gyms have how most hotels have a gym. They call it like a fitness center with dumbbells and maybe an elliptical or something like that. This place had stairs. That's it. I look like I don't know what a gym looks like. First of all, I realized that the last time that I joined a gym, the only thing that I lost was money. I walked into work the other day, and it was weird. My homie walked up. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Jose?" And I'm like, "That's not my name." He's like, "Oh, my bad, dude. My bad." It's like, "It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I'm always getting mistaken for the skinny guy. Don't worry about it." My roommate recently sat me down, and he had something really important to say. He said, you know, you really need to lock down a source of passive income. And to his surprise, I had already been doing it for about 2 years. At the end of every month, he passes me half the rent. That's all I got, guys.
Nice.
Good job.
Nice job, ladies and gentlemen. Jose, the skinny guy.
It's getting tighter.
Thank
I
you.
was looking for Hose B.
Thanks for
Hose
saying.
B.
I love Hose B. Don't you? I love that. I'm gonna have 2 dogs, Jose and Hose B. I'm gonna someday.
You should.
This is so exciting. Birkin, are you awake, brother?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
just making sure, man. Just making sure. Sometimes it looks like you froze up, but then I realized you didn't. Your computer didn't freeze up. You froze up. It's okay. It's all good. We're a family here, almost. Hey, Walter, you're gonna be next. You good to go on next?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage next, this gentleman always asks for a price check at the 99-cent store. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Walter Ruskin.
Thank you.
For
Thank you,
ever-changing
Kevin.
backgrounds.
Okay. Change the background. You know what? Question I never thought would offend a woman that I would ever ask a woman in my lifetime. Have you ever been a man? I never thought that'd be a question I'd have to ask a woman. But like the other day, I was at this bar and this woman's looking at me and I'm like, I got the wrong feelings. And so I asked if she was pregnant. Anyway,
I
so
knew
how
I
you guys doing
recognized
tonight?
you from somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, so how you guys doing tonight? You guys doing fun? It's cool. My wife's like, how's our relationship going? I'm like, it's like two fine elements together. It's like chicken shit meets pigeon shit. It's like the smell of horrificness with all the acidity of pigeon shit. So it's really a good time to be here. Apparently I had a rant today where I thought VWs were well designed, like the old Bugs. You know, it was the German car, right? It was the people's car. I think it was the people's car looking to kill people because you still had the gas fumes in. They're like little Auschwitz machines. You know, that was my big gassing joke, because you got to have those nowadays. Good gas joke. The wheels on the bus go round and round unless you're busing black kids, and then they're triangle wheels. But there's nothing wrong with the Pythagorean theorem. I mean, I don't know why everyone's all pissed off. So that 99-cent thing, I'm always asking because, when you're in math class and they start giving you word problems, it's basically English with numbers. I don't know if that's a joke or just something I wanted to share with other humans. Yeah. It's funny because I'm now slowing down so I can hear oh, you know what weather guys are? Weather guys are guys who don't like sports. I want to be on the news. Basically, this is what's come down to it. It just QAnon. People make up things to hate Democrats. You don't have to make up things to hate Democrats. They do things all the time to hate them. You don't have to come up with shit like Donald, whatever. We have to work on that. I'm so glad that this is my people that I'm talking to. This is great. I'm enjoying this. I'm no longer going to call women bitches or cunts. I'm going to start calling them tofu. It's just pretend outrage anyway. I don't know where I came up with that one. Do you like cuddling after coitus? I thought I did. Put it on my notes today. You know what's nice about women, though? They find a reason to complain. Isn't it a beautiful sunset? Yeah, but I bet it's cold there. A lot of stuff. Yeah. So how you guys doing? You guys having a good time? Are we enjoying this experience? Ryan, you had some good jokes today, no lie. They were good. They were good. I liked it. I liked it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
I liked that you were confused with the skinny guy. I thought that was funny.
I liked it too.
I was like, that guy. I'm bad with names. You know, here's what I think. I think bullies are need to come back. I think the world's out of fucking control because there's no one to kick the shit out of somebody. The other day I was at the swap meet and this kid was dressed like a football. That kid needs to get the shit kicked out of him. Because you earn the right to become a football. You just don't get to wake up and feel like a football. You know,
He needs to get punted.
right. You got to get the shit kicked out of you for a while. And then you defend yourself. And then as you're in your 30s, you get to have your own voice. You don't get your voice when you're a child. I think what I was watching Richard Pryor the other day, and I think his parenting was intended to be good because he got hit a lot as a child. I got hit a lot as a child. I think we wanted to be good to our kids, but I think we've completely missed the point. Beating of the child gives them the opportunity to enjoy adulthood, not let them enjoy their childhood. Then what do? They just start making shit up. Like, I don't know, I'm not happy, so it must be you. No, it's you. You're fucked. It's okay.
There's the
I had
changes
this kid the
background.
other day do a set, tell me that he was all excited that he gets, like the mecca of life is that he gets Taco Bell delivered to his house. I'm like, dude, kill yourself. If that's like the best thing that happened to you, you should really jump off a bridge. And not that I don't like people. I love people. I'm a fan of the human condition. It's just until they start speaking, and I'm like, holy fuck, man, there's something wrong with you. I know there's something wrong with me. If you're a parent and your kids aren't going to therapy, I don't think you did a good job. I think there has to be a struggle. I mean, there has to be. There just can't be like life. See, I think the problem is, I think they forget it's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, not happiness. You don't get happiness. Like, you pursue it. You get it for a second. You're close, but you're never really there. I don't know. That's just my thought on that. So I have that going for me. I was thinking the other day too, like women, they say that men are more emotional because they're always trying to rationalize why they're upset. It's like, just fucking be upset. You suck. It's okay. You just suck. It's okay to suck. I love you because you suck. Love me because I suck. Sucking's okay. I don't know. I know. So you're talking about TED Talks. This is a TARD talk. Together we all realize we're dysfunctional. That's really what a TARD talk is. And I'm here to help you, the human condition, realize that misery is what you're striving for so that you can enjoy happiness. Put your dream board away. Burn that motherfucker. Fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, I saw a girl yesterday pick up cloth and say that was litter. I said, do you know what your carbon footprint is, bitch? But I didn't call her a bitch because I'm now calling him tofu. Pretend outrage. I got to figure out the acronym for tofu. I'm very excited about that. All right. What else is going on in my life? I like riding motorcycles because I'm a rider, not a what do they call me? A rider, not a biker. Right. I don't know what the difference is. I guess it's just heroin. I guess that's the weird part about when you ride a motorcycle, though, people get very excited. They think they can tell you things like, you're like, hey, guess what? You're like, what? I have a friend who had a motorcycle. Yeah. He ran into a tree. You're like, thanks for that story. The other thing is also, I'm actually, I kind of made a little joke about the transsexuals in the beginning of my set. Like, I never thought I'd have to ask a woman if it was a man once. But what I realized is transsexuals are the ultimate method actors. They really are. I mean, they really want the role. So if I
want to hear what you're going to say. So finish this bit.
I got it. Meryl Streep and Jim. Jim gets the role because Meryl's always been a girl. Jim wants the role. He cut his ding dong off. That's dedication to your craft. My name's Walter. That's my time. I'll see you later.
Walter, thank you, man. All the LGBTQRSTUWXYZ. I'm totally down with it. Whatever you want to be, I don't have any problem with it. But I'm having a hard time with the pronouns. If I say, hey, they're here, and I look over and there's one person,
Right.
that doesn't work for me. Okay. They is more than one.
Kevin, I got the joke for that. Hold on. I got the joke for that. The best part of the transsexuals, the days, is now that when there's dead, those people cured it. Meaning it's a those joke. You hate those people. Holy fuck!
No, you know what? It wasn't that it wasn't funny. The delivery and rhythm was off. You were cutting in and out the whole time.
Breaking up.
Seriously, don't beat yourself up.
I like that one. Anyway, that's what I share. Anyway, I'm
All right.
excited to hear.
We're gonna bring up the
Whatever
next
happens,
dude.
man.
Birkin, you ready to go up?
Yes, I am ready.
Ladies and
Motivation.
gentlemen, this
See ya.
performer gets ignored so much. His name should be terms and conditions. Put your hands together for Birkin.
Yeah, let's go, Birkin.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. So lately I've been trying to exercise at home, and I learned to exercise at home, and I also learned that it's a miserable experience. It's way bad. It's painful, especially in my house, because my house is really small. I mean, do you see that lamp? Can you see that lamp? This is not perspective. It's really that small. Yeah, it's so small. Yeah, and it's painful, and there's actually no real reason for me to do it. I mean, motivation can't count. Motivation is not real. I mean, yes, it's kind of real, but it's not as real as money, and I am not paying shit. So I don't really have a reason. So it's really bugging me, and like I want to do it, but I don't have to do it. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I am not a good person about that. But there's also another reason. The another reason is that I am kind of disabled. I can't use my right arm. But I'm not that disabled. Like I am disabled. Like I can live on my own, and I can make you feel guilty about it while doing that. That's how disabled I am. So yeah, and another thing is going on in my life is that I have applied to colleges in US, and they are rapidly denying me, rejecting me. So that's fun. But they're a little annoying. Like the admission process is annoying, because like you write essays, right? One of the most asked essay question is, why do you want to come to this college? What do you like about us? Like a shitty girlfriend. I just want, because Turkey sucks. That's the reason. Just accept it, okay? There's no reason. Just get me. That's the only reason. But yeah, they ask, and we have to lie. All students lie. It's no, maybe not all of them, but I lied. But yeah, okay. But maybe I didn't deserve it, because I'm not that disciplined. I am not very good with the deadlines. I don't like deadlines, because here's the thing about deadlines. When there's a deadline, you can't procrastinate in peace. You have to, be uneasy while procrastinating. Like, it's not easy to jerk off in front of your homework. You can't. I mean, I still do it. It's not that, but it's uncomfortable. Also, I try not to, get stain on it or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I was born in 29th of the September, which is approximately 2 weeks later, the 9/11. And I like to think that I was born because of that. I like to think of myself as the direct consequence of 9/11, because that makes me feel important. Yeah, thank you. That's my time.
Hey,
Birkin, making it real from Turkey. Give that guy a round of applause. There's not free speech there, but you know what? Shh, he's not really there. Okay, he's really in El Monte, California right now. El Monte, California.
Free internet.
Fake IP address. All right. Stay safe, Birkin. All right, coming to the stage next. You ready to go, Richard? Last time I saw this guy, he was doing the open mic from literally from a real hospital bed. I'm not talking a background. He was really in the bed. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Richard Mullen.
Oh, his microphone is.
You're muted.
Yeah, muted again.
There he is.
Not okay. So basically, he's right. And the reason I go to hospitals so much is because I can't afford a fucking hotel. I went there for a test yesterday, and my reputation precedes me now because they know I'm the Joker. So I went for this test, bone density, and basically I found out I have stupid bones. And but it was funny because they run radiation all over your body. So I asked for something that to cover my penis, and she gave me a pencil.
Nice. Number 2.
That's my international penis joke out of the way. Now let's roast people. Trevor, you did a great job for someone who did it. What? Is this your first time?
Yes.
Okay, you did do a good job for the first time. And everything like that. I would say don't quit your day job or get one. No, I'm kidding. Just be working hard, be working, and that's fine. And Noah, I think you should change your name to Matt, because letting that girl come in and out, in and out, in and out of your life, you're accepting it. So I think Matt would be a perfect name, as in doormat. But that's
Ooh.
well, if that's how you sound during orgasm, no wonder. Let's see, who else is? Well, there's Kevin, which I'm not going to burn too much because I'd like to work with him pro one day, but it's all right.
Your time's up. No, I'm just kidding.
Adam stunt double. He wears a wig every second. That's about it. And or he's trying to bring back Duck Dynasty. Or he's, I'm sorry. I tried to grow a beard as long as his, but I gained too much weight, so they made me cut it off. Last week there was someone here that claimed there was no vampires for a country. I was very disappointed because I was hoping to keep one, because I give her objects to suck anytime. Because I got kicked out. Let's see. Okay, so this was your second week, right?
Yep.
Okay. You know what? I know you like your penis when you refer to it as guy, but I mean, last week you weren't sure what grade you were in, 5 or 6. Make up your mind. You're showing a good American thing. Your delivery is as good as UPS. No, you're doing great.
Pretty stable, man. That's pretty stable. You got to wear little brown shorts, though.
And but the things you talk about are great. As a Canadian, I don't really give a shit about any of them, but and stuff like that. Let's see. And Matt, I think you should, if you keep doing Zoos, you should buy yourself a bouncing ball so we can follow your steps. I mean, you were everywhere, dude. Everywhere. I've never seen something so confusing than a little boy confused about his sexuality. And hey, newsflash, so were you. And okay, dude, the guy from Turkey, I just wish you get a passport to get over here so you could do some more stuff. Because your stuff is well written, but unfortunately it's written in Turkish and it doesn't translate. But we don't.
Yeah, you should see how bad his jokes are when he does them in Turkish on this open mic.
Oh, oh.
it would be a new tradition of killing it on stage if you did that in Turkey. And stuff like that. A little bit more about myself. When I do go to the hospital for serious tactics or serious treatment, I like making jokes and stuff. But the one they don't like the most, that's detach the heart monitor. And then the fat nurses have to run, and then they get heavily mad at me. And I get nurses coming to my house all the time. Sometimes they're invited. But either way, I enjoy it. Who gives me a shower and asks me if I can wash my own penis, and I jokingly said if I could find it, very seriously, that's a problem. So that was, and I take so many pills that I play Russian roulette. One of them, especially when I have a lady over, I take my sleeping pill and my gel, because they're the same exact color. Put it in a pill jar, shake them up, and take one pill at random. Either way, they go. Anyway, that's it for this evening, guys. Thanks for the time. And seriously, I've been doing this for a while. Guys, keep it up. Get the right.
All right, give a round of applause to Richard. Richard, your mic was cutting in and out a little bit. If you got like a headset mic, it would really help. Just, hey man, communication is what stand-up comedy is about. I'm just trying to help you increase your communication. Check it out. Here's what we learned tonight. We learned that teens stay behind a door and hold their middle finger up and say, keep walking, jerk. Don't eat mom's desserts. We heard about a princess with a restraining order and pandemic breakups where love defies reason. We heard about a song to make kids buy, all foam, no beer, and losing money, not weight. We heard about asking the woman, have you been a man? Chicken shit, pigeon shit, and VWs are miniature Auschwitz machines. We learned about a small, sad ceiling fan in Turkey. We learned about jerking off in front of your homework. We learned about hospital stay when you run out of hotel rooms. And we heard about fat nurses running. Guys, it doesn't get any better than this. It only happens in this open mic. Seriously, we learn something every night. Let's have a round of applause for Todd, Trevor, Nolan, Brian, Walter,
Fucking Walter.
He's on a bike now?
We got classes starting next week. Here, I'm going to screen share so you can see what we got going on. If you're new to comedy, we can provide a whole support system for you. On behalf of the entire Greg Dean team, I want to say thank you. We'll see you next time. This has been a pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Rock and roll. Have a good one, guys.
Waterfall.
You guys have a good one. Thank you.
All right.